This is AngaWatch, a crop health advisory agent that a farming cooperative can hire, pay, and audit through Masumi. I'll show the problem, the agent doing real work, and exactly where Masumi fits. Our buyer is a horticulture cooperative, an off-taker that aggregates tomato from hundreds of contracted smallholder greenhouses, but employs only a handful of field officers. The problem, late blight and the tutor pest spread in 24 to 48 hours. But officers visit on a fixed fortnightly rota and diagnose by the eye. So they reach an infected farm days, even weeks late. After 20 to 40% of that crop is already gone. For the co-op, that means lost supply, missed grade A volume, and broken delivery contracts. Today, it's all manual. Officers drive a rota, mostly visiting health farms. Farmers phone in only once they already see damage. That's too late. And the right product and pre-harvest interval are guesswork. Three officers cannot cover 400 farms this way, and that gap is measured in tons of grade A tomato lost every season. Everything I'm about to show is running live, a real Neo4j graph, a real LLM, and real WhatsApp. Each greenhouse streams temperature, humidity, leaf wetness, soil, and pest trap data into the graph. I'll stage a blight event. The risk engine catches it early, and the farmer instantly gets a WhatsApp in plain language telling them what to do. High blight risk, ventilate at dawn and spray. That's live on a real phone via Twilio, and it's bilingual, English or Kiswahili, so it works on a basic phone. But this is an agent, not an alarm. It does real work. It diagnoses by traversing an agronomic knowledge graph, sensor readings to the microclimate conditions they indicate, to the disease, to the pathogen, and it ranks treatments by efficacy, pre-harvest interval, and cost with a bee safety check. And it's transparent. Here is the exact graph path and the cipher it ran. I can even ask it a question and watch it choose which graph tools to run, step by step. That's the agent thinking, not a canned reply.
Now, the cooperative's view. The agent monitors every greenhouse and triages the whole portfolio so three officers visit the handful of farms that need them today by exception, not by rota. And any farm it produces a verified report, the diagnosis, the sensor, reason for the treatment. Here, you can see the diagnosis, quota, reason for the treatment, and the treatment window is open. A co-op agronomist approves before anyone sprays, the human always in the loop. Human always in the loop, as you can see. The advisory note is given here, then the limits of the human in the loop. Then here's where Masumi does real work. The co-op discovers the agent by its Cardano DID. Here you can pay and deliver via Masumi. The pays per report into escrow and the agent delivers. The result, hash, the diagnosis, and plan is committed on chain. This is a real Cardano pre-pod transaction. Here, it's on Cardano scan with our metadata, then our agent himself becomes a buyer. It has a second agent over Masumi here. Agent to agent, you can run agent to agent, source the input price. Yes, you can see the product price and the supplier and the order. So that's agent to agent coordination. And our agent is Sokokumi Coworker. This is a live called Sokokumi Marketplace. 20 coworkers discoverable right now and with hours ready to list. To be transparent, the escrow click runs through a clearly labeled and the on-chain audit you just saw is real. So here it is discoverable on the Sokokumi Marketplace, which is our coworker. Then the value. Officers relocated from rota to exception, outbreaks caught in hours instead of weeks, more grade A volume delivered, and on our model, a 6-figure shilling seasonal saving against a few shilling per report fee, and it's field tested. Before the co-op feature, we put one node in a real farmer's greenhouse, Baba Neema, which is our friend, in Nakuru. It warned him 2 days before he saw any spots. He sprayed in time and saved a crop he'd lost half of previously and asked for one on his second channel. We will list next, we list Soko on Sokosumi and on both the first cooperative. Everything you saw is live except the escrow click through. The on-chain proof is real. Thanks for watching.